All right. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good week. Hope your week went well. Sorry I sound a little rough. My wife, son, and I all are sick. Bronchitis. It's not COVID. It's bronchitis. So if I sound a little rough around the edges, that's why. I released Miyo-Kwin yesterday, and I wanted to do a video about it yesterday, but I just didn't have it in me because I feel so rough. But this is it. Sorry. Oh God. Sorry, hold on a second. I'm going to take a swig of Fireball cinnamon whiskey to help this coughing. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Anytime we get sick, we go get a bottle of that, and it does actually help the cough. The only problem is I keep coughing, so I keep drinking it. So it's just, I might be a little loopy. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, this is Miyo-Kwin. Now I have it booted up in a live session. I booted it into RAM. Let's see what the RAM usage is. We're at 600. Wow. It usually boots up like around 290 something, or in the low 300s, like 308, 305, somewhere in that range as far as the RAM usage in megabytes. But I am screen recording, and I have the welcome screen open. So that's why it's up there in that area, I suppose. Plus, I'm running it from RAM. I'm not running it from a USB. Okay, where do we begin? I'm not going to read over the whole welcome screen, but I will point out a few things. If you see these red letters right here, it says what this system is not. This system is not KDE-Plasma nor LXQt. And in the blue it says what this system is. This system is using Kwin as a standalone window manager. Therefore it has window effects without all the extra KDE-Plasma components, applications, and tools. There are still some included, but when you look at the system settings, if you're familiar with KDE-Plasma, you'll notice a lot of things are missing. Alright, so out of the box I have wobbly windows turned on. Yeah, look at that. I have the magic lamp. Whoop, yep. And the fall apart when you close a window. So what do you get? Well, like any release of Miyo-Linux, you don't get very much. I installed Simple Screen Recorder to do the video. The panel is Tent 2. This menu is provided by JG Menu. What else out of the ordinary? PCman FM. That's the GTK version, not PCman FM QT. This is controlling the desktop, so that's how we have wallpapers. And let me just pull up the desktop preferences application. And right now I'm using this Materia Dark wallpaper. But you can see here the wallpapers are found in user share wallpapers. And I do have several Miyo-Linux wallpapers. I just thought I'd kind of mix it up a little bit, and instead of using an actual Miyo-Linux wallpaper, I would use this one. I'm sorry, I keep sniffling. Please forgive me. Let's go through the menu real quick, just so you'll see the file manager I've already talked about. That's PCman FM. Now the terminal is just Xterm. I did not include a different terminal. So if you want to use a terminal of your choice, you know, have at it. It's up to you what you want to use on your system. But I mean, Xterm, that comes in whether I want it to or not whenever I build a system. So I thought, well, I will just use Xterm out of the box. And if someone wants to install their own terminal, they can do that. Okay, let's see. Look at the menu again. Screenshot. Of course, all these screenshots, including the screenshot keybind, will go into your pictures folder. Under accessories, you get leaf pad. Under multimedia, all you get is PAVU control. And yes, I did install Pulse Audio on this one. I installed Simple Screen Recorder. Under internet, Conman UI setup, where you can connect to your internet. Settings. Let's look at all the different settings, because when we go over the release notes in a moment, I'm going to talk about this. There's actually, all right, customized look and feel. That will control your GTK applications. You know how they look, the themes they use. Keybinds, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Keybinds, Qt5 settings, and system settings. All three of those items work with your Qt applications if you want to install Qt applications. Now I mentioned earlier about system settings, and when you look at it, you're going to see it's not nearly anything like you would see on a KDE-Plasma desktop. Alright, so here we go. Now if you notice, there's not much over here in this sidebar whatsoever. You get application style, and what this does, that's what sets your title bar up here on the top of your windows. I ship it with Materia Dark as the default title bar, and there's not many. All you get are these four. I believe you can actually use this Get New Window. Let's just click it and see what happens. Get New Window decorations. Yeah. Let's find one real quick just to see if it works. I know it works because I've already installed this on my computer. So I know it works. You know what? I'll go ahead and do it. Let's do this one. Install this Firefly's Dark Round. Okay. And there we have it. But it's only in white. Okay. Well, I'm not going to use that. Let's go to Workspace Behavior. Over here we have the desktop effects, screen edges, touch screen, and virtual desktop. Now I'm not sure. Here's where you get all your effects. I haven't tried every single one of them because I'm not a desktop user and I don't know if they work or not. So that's all I can say about it. Screen edges. Now you can come over here. This does work if you want to set like a what's it called, where you move your mouse over to an edge of the screen. You can actually do this. That does work. Touch screen, I don't know if that works or not. I don't have a touch screen, so if it works, let me know. I'd like to know that. And virtual desktops, all I have right now is just one desktop. You can add more if you want to. Okay. Window management. I'll go ahead and click on that. Now I have this set let me open up another window of something. Let's see. I'll open up a terminal. I have it set so that you have to click to focus, a window. If that makes sense. You have to actually click on the window. And I have it here. Let me go ahead and close this. Focus stealing prevention. I have that set on none, because if it's not set to none, when you open another window, it's going to open up behind this one, or whatever window you have open at the time. So I don't care for that. I just wanted it to, when I open something up new, I wanted it on top of what I was already looking at. Task switcher, I have not messed with this. I have no idea. Kwin scripts. There's this minimize all right here. I actually tried that, but I think you have to be running the KDE panel for that to actually work. And since we're not running the KDE panel, I don't think it did anything. So, window rules, I have no window rules. If you want to make some and see if they work, please do. Search, that's just a search function. Settings for the network, I have no idea if any of this stuff works. It came in by default, so if you try this and you try these settings for the network, let me know. And finally, hardware, we have display and monitor, and I have enable compositor on startup. Okay, all this is just what came stock. I didn't change any of this stuff here. Okay, let me close that. Under system, get bleach bit, GW, Gparted, and synaptic, and Xterm and UXterm. If you click on Xterm, it's going to be the same as Xterm. Okay. Sorry. Under Mio accessories, is there any basic keybinds? Now I do want to talk about this. If you click that, it's going to show you these. These are the only keybinds that I set up, and I don't know why in this live session the cursor changes to that X. It doesn't do that when you install it. Now the application, or the tool you might say, that I installed to make keybinds is a small program called Key Launch. And unfortunately, all it uses, it doesn't use the super key or the Windows key, but you do have Alt, Control, and Shift. So I made just a few keybinds to work on the system. But one thing I did notice, Kwin must come with some of its own keybinds. Let me open up several items here. Open a terminal. I'll open LeafPad, and I will open, what's something else I can open? AR&R. All right. Now, Kwin must come with its own keybinds. I could not find anywhere where it told what the keybinds were for Kwin. But I did notice this. If you use the super key or the Windows key plus the letter D, it will minimize all the windows like that. However, there's one other weird thing that I noticed. It does not minimize PCman FM for some reason. See, it minimized everything else, but not PCman FM. So I'm not sure what that's about. But just remember that there is a keybind to minimize all windows, and it does not show when you click on the basic keybinds. I don't have it here. Okay. let's see, what else? If you want to edit those keybinds, I have a entry here in the menu, edit keybinds, okay? And that will open up, this is a file in your home folder, a hidden file called .keylaunchrc. And this is how you make, like if you wanted to use shift as your keybind, those are the characters you would use. And you can see here in this first one, I have shift, or shift right there. Let me increase the font size. Sorry about that. Okay. What we have here, we are using the shift key plus the return key, and that opens up Xterm. So let's just try that real quick. Shift. I hope this doesn't mess up something with Simple Screen Recorder. Okay, I'm still recording. It opened up Xterm. What's a different key? All right, right here, if you look at that, I have a 2 dots and a star. That's the Alt key. You see right there? So I can open up PCman FM with the Alt key plus F. I chose F for File Manager. So let's just try that. And there we go. So that's how this works. These are the characters you use for each key. You can, make whatever keybinds you want. Okay. Whew, I'm having a hard time here. I'm sorry. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. Now I made two Tint 2 panels, and to match that I made this little menu theme changer. You can go from Materia Dark, which that's what's running out of the box, or Materia Light to change the menu color. And you see the menu color changed. Let's go ahead and change the Tint 2 panel. It's going to take just a moment. Just in case you wanted to run a light colored panel, I thought I'd go ahead and make one. And then when I was playing around with it, I thought, ooh, probably should make the menu where you can change that too. So that's what I did. Come on, you can do it, Tint 2. I think it's running a little slower because it's running. There we go. Okay. Let me close that. I will have to open it again. So out of the box you have Miyo Materia Dark and Miyo Materia Light. So let's click on that, make that the default. So there's what that looks like. Now, what you would have to do if you change to this, you'd have to go in here and change what the volume icon looks like. Now we have our volume icon, or you can put it on the Miyo-Linux icon and it'll work on dark or light panels. Okay, I know this is getting boring. I'm going to wrap it up here in just a minute. So we have the theme changer. If you want to go back to the dark, just click the dark one. What else do we have in Mio Accessories? You can edit JG menu if you want to. You can edit the auto start file. This is also a hidden file in your home folder. Let's see if there's, I didn't want PyCom just in case somebody installed PyCom and they made it, auto start. I wanted to add this just so it would not run PyCom if you're running the compositor on KWin. There's no power manager. Wallpaper is controlled by PCman FM desktop. some touchpad controls, load X resources, key launch, that's for the keybinds. You want that if you want to use keybinds. Had to start the notification daemon, or daemon, however you want to say it. The panel, the icon, blah blah blah. Now here at the bottom, you can either delete this line or comment it out after installation. This was the only way I could figure out how to run the welcome screen when you first boot the live system. Alright, let's look at the release notes just real quick, just to see if there's anything I definitely want to point out. Oh, I went ahead and there's this one note about lowering the RAM usage after you install it. It doesn't do much. It might lower your RAM usage like about 30 to 50 megabytes. It's not going to make a huge difference, but it does make a difference. There's no power manager, how to activate. Everything's pretty much normal. Let me look in miscellaneous notes just to see if there's anything there I want to bring up. Okay, the keybind for opening a web browser. Now, if you open up the basic keybinds where it shows the keybinds, you'll see I have Alt plus B to open the web browser, and of course that's not going to work when you're trying it here in the live session because there is no web browser installed. How to copy and paste in Xterm. Now if you decide you just want to keep Xterm as your terminal, let me show you how that would work. What you would do, let me find something. I'm going to copy this. Now all you want to do is highlight it. You don't want to right click on it and choose copy. Just highlight what you want to copy into the terminal. Then come over to your terminal and use your middle mouse button. Oops. I'm using a little bitty tiny mouse. Oops. Let me close that. Let's try that again. I have a little bitty tiny laptop mouse that I've been using for the last couple of weeks, and it does not agree with the size of my fingers. Alright, so I highlighted that. So now let me middle click on the mouse and it will paste in whatever it is you want to highlight and paste in. Okay, good grief. Let's anything else? Anything else? No. Alright, that's it. I know this was kind of long and boring. I apologize for that. But this is Miyo-Kwin. And if you try it, I hope you enjoy it. And you guys take care. Have a great weekend coming up. Alright? Thanks.